As the northmost end of the continent, I'd arrived at the place that the people of the world called heaven, a rule of the land where souls rest. Many souls gathered there, and I spoke with the friends who once fought alongside me. Flame, the legendary mage. Who is this? So this is Frieren right here, the girl?
The royal capital's in sight.
They're celebrating the triumphant return of their heroes. Feel the excitement from here.
This is a cool little crew so far.
You're already concerned about employment?
As we all should be. Slaying the Demon King was one chapter, but read on. For we stories yet to tell and lives yet to live.
He's like, there's always something to do.
I would take any job they let me drink on.
Dude's a priest and he's just drinking hella.
Frieren, the life that lies ahead of you will be far longer than the rest of us could know, that we could begin to comprehend.
Are they all humans? Well, except for her, I'm guessing she's clearly an elf. Frieren beyond Journey's End.
Himmel, the hero.
Himmel.
The warrior.
Eisen.
The priest.
Fighter.
And Frieren, the mage.
And Frieren, okay.
You have our wholehearted thanks for defeating the Demon King. Your efforts have launched our world into an age of prosperity and peace.
Is that Frieren right there?
Rumor has it that the king is going to erect statues of us in the plaza.
Hey.
I doubt they'll be able to capture the complexities of my good looks in a piece of stone. How I pity the poor sculptor.
He's got a little arrogance on him.
When we left, he was only willing to offer up 10 copper coins.
That's so cheap to do that.
Keep your head in the past. Tonight, the gallant adventurers drink for free.
He's hella rosy in the face.
I'm not a corrupt priest.
His face was like rosy.
Indeed, this is the moment our grand adventure ends.
They're disbanding?
We've been through the thick, the thin, and then some.
10 years.
The day we departed, and Eisen's disrespect toward the king landed the moments away from execution.
Dude.
Misstep and our journey would have ended there.
These morons, what were they doing?
The time Hydra's bottle ache rendered him all but useless.
You're not nearly as pallid as an undead. Are you passing?
Dude had the spins all up in the forest.
Well, I was exceptional in every way.
We debated leaving you behind when you fell for that mimic.
Oh my goodness.
It was a trap, and yet here we are.
Time to lose the elf.
They're gonna let a chest eat you, or a mimic eat you.
Looking back, our memories sound terrible, don't they? But I had fun. You made this quest the journey of my lifetime. Thank you.
Himmel.
I feel the same way.
Sentimental type, I see you.
10 years.
A mere 10? But that's a full decade.
10 years is a lot for one quest, yeah.
He's turned into an old man right before our eyes.
He always looked like that.
Even less nice. It's
Hey.
nearly time. We're here on a special night. How enchanting.
Era meteor shower happens once every 50 years. Our era of peace couldn't be welcomed in a more perfect way.
I don't know what age group they're in right now, to be honest. Probably like, what, their 20s?
The view from inside the city isn't very good.
Maybe 30s?
Trying to have a moment here? Don't spoil the mood.
Next time, then.
Next time.
I know a good place. I'll take us there when the opportunity arises in 50 years.
You must not know that they might not be around.
Nothing in the world. So it's a plan. 50 years from now.
Love how for an elf, 50 years is just like, what, a blink of an eye? Like, it's just like a week or a day for an elf. You know, for us humans, 50 years is a lot of time.
I suppose I should be leaving.
Mapped out your next adventure?
For the next 100 years, give or take.
100 years.
Around the central lands collecting new spells. Well, I'll be sure to stop by.
Collecting spells for 100 years? Like, it's just casual?
The way elves see this world is a mystery.
Knows how long she's been a part of it by now.
You don't even know how old she is?
50 or even 100 years must look like a trifling thing.
She's just on her way, and look at time just going. The seasons are changing like crazy. And here she is just doing what she said she was gonna do. Going through all these time changes. Got ate by another mimic. Come on now, Frieren. How much time passed, though?
Shadow dragon horns? I'm afraid we don't have anything like that here. The last time I saw a shadow dragon must have been a few decades ago.
Wow.
How unfortunate. I needed one for summoning.
A few decades ago, so...
I took a horn from the Demon King's castle. I asked Himmel to store it.
You do see that it's exuding some sort of evil aura, don't you?
Why'd she ask him to store it?
That's awfully reassuring.
Why didn't she just take it with her?
Should be circling around soon. I'll pick up the horn when I visit.
Is this 50 years later? Like she was joking around about?
It's changed a fair bit since I was here last.
And he said decades.
Frieren?
Himmel, is that... You're ancient.
Must you be so blunt?
It's a lot different to an elf. Like,
Considering my advanced age, I'm still quite handsome.
all of his hair went from his head to his face.
Believe it's been so long.
Dude,
You show up looking the same as the day we met. Convinced myself I would never see you again.
I
That
feel like
meteor shower.
that's hella sad.
Memories.
About the item we looted from the Demon King's castle.
If you're referring to the Shadow Dragon horn, I've
He
thought
has it
about that
still.
blasted thing every day since you left. My cabinet has been exuding an evil aura for decades now.
Sorry,
Hmm.
I think.
What if it's taken anything out of him
Stashed it in a shed or something of the like.
and someone would have stole it?
I realize you may not have thought much of leaving your ominous prize under my care, but in my eyes, this horn was a treasure entrusted to me by a dear friend for safekeeping.
He was like, I knew it would
I
bring you
kept it
back
in
to me.
perfect condition until I could return it to you.
She came back just for the horn. What the heck?
It's truly nothing greater than a convenient ingredient.
And she's just got a bird flying off with it. Hey, that's the statue they were gonna have put in the town for him. He's so much older now.
What's taking so long? Don't exactly have any hair to fuss over.
We bald men
Hmm.
have our particularities.
Still gotta wax the top, you know. He's still got to get, you know, the nose hairs trimmed.
Quickly now, the meteor shower won't wait for man nor elf.
They're going to see it. Hey, it's Eisen and Hyder.
You've grown rather dignified, Hyter.
As a bishop of the holy city must, I return the compliment, but change evades you.
At least you're much the same as ever, Eisen.
He looks the same.
Is that how I seem?
You are a dwarf, after all.
Where is this place of
Mm.
wonder of viewing miracles?
So he's not a little Asgardian.
There so soon? Isn't it a little ridiculous to stake our claim to a spot so far in advance?
For our spot is about a week's walk away.
Oh, they're walking a week out.
Poor shame. You should have learned to respect your elders by now.
I thought it was just gonna be like maybe a couple hours or something. Nah, they're walking for like a week.
Brings back memories. Traveling together, it transports the soul to a different time. A time when the world was ours to discover. When each mark of life on its surface seems so brilliant and new.
Makes me think of like the Fellowship of the Ring. Or like all people that get older that just like stop going on adventures and having fun. Oh, he cracked that dog or whatever it is. Giant beast.
I brush the dust off each memory.
Bison still got it though.
Right behind my eyes. I have lived my life waiting for the day that we would be together once more.
Hey yo,
I thank you, Frieren. It's solely because of you.
you gotta chill with the words, bro.
Could have one final adventure.
Nah, you'll be around for maybe hopefully a little bit more, but based on how these stories go. I mean, you got to see it like she was joking around, right?
Beautiful.
Make a wish, dog. Wish for something meaningful, please. Oh, so tired of loss in anime. Just got done losing people in Gundam. Come on, man.
Though he's gone, I do believe he was happy when he left.
I'm not sure.
Got to spend his last minutes with you guys pretty much, so
That girl was one of Himmel's companions. I've yet to even see her frown.
I don't think she comprehends human life like that.
Not like we're racked with grief either. Show some respect. No heart. How am I to know?
You all are showing an emotion though. Like I know you guys are hurt. Like for her, like how does she like comprehend that? Because for elves, you know, they live like forever, right? So the only time they pass away, I think, is from like unnatural reasons.
In all truthfulness, I hardly knew anything about him.
And you spent a decade with that dude. I bet you those guys could tell you all kinds of things about each other too, though.
10 years with him wasn't nearly enough time to learn.
You could have learned everything about him in like a day or two, though. That's the crazy thing.
I was aware that human lives are short. Why didn't I try to better know and understand you?
But you know, your life is different to comprehend in the year frame.
My head is still not for patting.
She's like, don't touch me like that, dog.
The holy city calls, and I shan't make them wait.
Time to get out of here, Bishop.
Before I go, let me get a good look. This will likely be the last time that I see you.
Why are you unwell?
My
No.
drinking had to catch up with me at some point. Divine retribution.
You got like liver failure or something?
You find yourselves in the holy city? Offer me a bottle at my grave.
Does the thought of dying not cause you any fear?
It's horrifying.
We're the party of
He's got a positive
That's why I
outlook.
fought alongside you ruffians in the first place.
You corrupt priest.
If you'll kindly excuse me.
He's like, I gotta get out of here. Plus, I need my cat nap. That meteor shower made me tired.
Well, I should be on the road then too.
Off to collect more spells.
He's like, I could use one for my hair.
But I also wish to learn more about humankind.
I love her eyebrows.
Speaking of, I've a proposition for you.
Proposition.
Is quite powerful. She could be doubly so with a warrior by her side.
Give me a break.
Hmm?
I'm far too old to swing an axe these days.
What? You were just like dominating that monster out there, though.
Don't make that face at me, Frieren. Once you've lost your vigor, the body slows, and the life must slow with it.
I mean, he knows
We'll meet again someday, Eisen.
Sure, someday.
the journey ends.
I saw that tree earlier. These woods are always quite the labyrinth.
Are using it as like navigation. 20 years after the death of Himmel, the hero, in the outskirts of
You seem a bit lost, ma'am.
something. Yo, who are you with these little mushrooms in your
Is
little
there something you're looking
basket?
for?
Yes, I'm trying to locate the home of a man named Heiter.
Hey, should look for
Sounds like a
Hyder?
visitor.
He's still alive?
Corrupt
20 years
priest,
later?
slow to die.
Turns out a stylish exit is harder to achieve than I
Hmm.
thought.
I brought some liquor to offer at your grave.
He's gotta be hella old now.
I gave the stuff up.
Doesn't drink anymore now.
Doubt the goddess will forgive you. You're far too close to corpsehood to clean up your act now.
He's like, I don't drink anymore. That's hella funny. He's talking about how he would do those quests at the beginning. Alcohol was involved.
Miss Fern. She was orphaned by the wars in the southern lands.
Burn.
My, how unexpected. I never thought you the type to do charity for charity's sake. That was always Himmel.
He's like, things have changed.
Why did you come visit me?
I had a few errands to run in the Holy City, and I want to learn more about those I have met and will meet on my travels. You've done me much good, so I came here to repay my debts. I imagine your time is running low.
Just rub it in his face, why don't you?
In that case, I have a request. Might you take on an apprentice?
Oh, the girl?
Fern has potential as a mage, but needs adequate training. Will you bring her with you and strengthen her skills?
She'd be great to do it.
Forgive me, Heiter, but I must draw a line. She'd only get in my way.
Come on.
We both know how often apprentice mages die in battle.
Is this really a reason?
The child my friend asked me to care for to her death.
Understood. I have another favor in mind.
This is gonna be something to do with...
This was unearthed from the tomb of Avig the Sage. Inside this grimoire, there is said to be a wealth of lost spells with powers ranging from resurrection to immortality.
I find it hard to believe that such magic exists.
You want immortality, Hyder?
You to decipher it. Up for the challenge?
Code is largely symbol-based. People of this era had a penchant for such things.
Hmm.
It is 5 or 6 years. Why do you want these spells to
5 or 6 years?
You told us that death doesn't worry you.
I mean, he's already old.
I wasn't afraid to die. I may have been more concerned with my perceived courage than the truth of my words.
You got like an ulterior motive to this, bro?
My fear has grown since we spoke on the matter. Immortality is out of my grasp. I'll take any more time that I can.
Don't get evil on us, man.
Whenever you need a break from your task, mind teaching Fern the magic that you see fit. As a priest, I lack the knowledge to further her studies in magery.
That should be fine.
She's gonna teach her when she has time to do it, I see.
There you are. I could scarcely find any trace of you. Are the woods your usual training ground?
Master Hyder never knows where I am.
Why is she hard to
He says I'm
find?
practically invisible.
Why do you have such good stealth?
That's a very good thing, don't you?
Tis indeed. I can barely detect her presence. Her control over her mana is exceptional. How much could she have studied at such a young age?
Master Hyder said once
Probably
I'm
taught her
able
a good
to blast
amount.
a hole in that rock, I'll be a proper mage.
That's a...
Yo, I thought she was just about to do it, I ain't gonna lie.
Magic never makes it to the other side. It just won't reach.
I see the issue. Do you like magic?
I like it somewhat, I guess.
The genuine question.
In that, we're alike. Long-range magic is a fickle thing and rather difficult to master. Success requires a combination of 3 key factors that are essential to all mages. There's the amount of mana utilized, the strength at which it's fired, and the level of control you have over it. You know that much, correct?
Yes.
She's knowledgeable, at least, like, for sure.
Its target. That tells me your levels of mana and your firing strength are both lacking. These are not issues that one can fix overnight. Regardless of your talent, such skills will take years to master.
That's the only downfall of magic, right? For her, she's like, years ain't that much time.
The control you have over your magic is very high. That's the area where most people tend to struggle, but you're already exhibiting great strength there. My advice
Is that why she's taking her fishing?
All right.
Ooh, that fish looks good as hell. She's studying the stuff like she said she would. Teaching Fern. Old man out here with his loincloth. What the hell? Making sure she's resting well. He's like, hey, yo, don't wake her up. She's like, what is she doing?
Training coming along smoothly.
In a short 4 years, she's learned more than most do in 10.
Really?
I
It's
feel
been
this is
4
a
years
good sign.
already?
She is studying too hard.
That's hella studying.
I'm glad she's found something she loves.
She's still a long way from becoming a proper mage. I'll
Jeez.
decipher the grimoire before she reaches that status. You know, Heiter, the odds this text contains anything pertaining to...
Bruh,
Heiter?
are you serious? Please don't give me someone else to lose, Lord. I've lost so many people in the anime span recently.
I consider the fact I stayed on my feet for so long a minor miracle.
I will try to be quick with my work.
Are you really gonna have a solution in helping him?
Put your training on hold.
But I still haven't shot through the boulder.
He needs to be with you though, right?
Eventually.
Master Hyder will have passed away.
She's like, I gotta do it before he's...
Can't save my life, you know.
Was she gonna jump off the cliff?
Throwing away your life now would be an utter waste for you to die.
Master Hyder fears dying now more than ever because it means I'll be alone.
I don't think he wants to leave you alone, but that's why. That's why you're there with her.
Can't be his final regret. Learning some kind of skill to support myself is my way of repaying him.
Good. Then do as you like.
She's leaving you there to do what you need to do. I mean, she trusts you. I think she has all the faith in you. And from the get-go, I mean, she seemed like a prodigy as a kid, to be honest.
There weren't any spells for bringing back the dead or granting immortality.
In that whole entire whole text, there was nothing.
If such spells did exist, Avig most surely would have cast them on
Come on, dog.
Then why bother?
Why'd you ever do all that?
Fern, is she growing strong?
She has room to improve in some areas, but it
You had
would be
ulterior motives, bro.
call her a proper mage.
I think that's why you had her do it.
So she made it in time. It'll be hard for you to say she'll get in your way, now won't it?
He knew exactly what he was doing. You sly fella.
And strengthen her skills.
She would only get in my way.
She did say no, remember?
Me, didn't you?
Your payment for decrypting the grimoire is in the desk.
You jerk. Come on, dog.
To leave this place tonight, that I'm not much longer for this world. That child has already experienced more than enough loss to last the rest of her lifetime.
Come on, dog.
Frieren, please take care of Fern for me.
No point in feigning courage again.
You just want her to take her and leave, and then you just die in your bed.
She has been ready to say goodbye to you for a long while. Your only focus before you die should be giving her a proper farewell, making as many memories as you can.
Dude, she's like really feeling this like humanity thing lately. I think this Himmel thing changed her. Is she crying too? She is.
So, what did you say, Fern?
I hate these damn emotional enemies. Oh, you son of a...
Because that is what Himmel the hero would have done.
You said that's what Himmel would have done. I knew it. Fucking knew it. You're getting your last minutes with her.
A good guiding voice.
She blasted a hole in the rock.
I'll listen as well.
She did it.
I really can't thank you enough. Without your help and guidance, couldn't have repaid Master Hyder.
Are you really pouring out 2 bottles for Hyder?
Thanking him for deceiving me. So long, corrupt priest.
One for the grave and then one for his actual tombstone. That's sad as hell. It's like legit just like hurts my soul. I don't like... You remind me of Homeboy from Jujutsu Kaisen. What is this that he just gave her?
We've been doing such simple work lately.
Thus is the nature of adventuring.
What did we get paid in this time?
More folk magic. It's a
Oh, they got
spell
paid in
that produces
magic.
warm tea. We'll have to try this out later.
A warm tea spell? What you got for doing all that?
A spell that cleans rust from bronze statues. And before that, there was the one for turning sweet grapes sour. You keep collecting the strangest spells.
That is my hobby.
These spells will come in handy though.
You really do love magic, Mistress Frieren. I feel we're a bit different.
She's like, I enjoy it, but like you thoroughly like are going out of your way.
Sure you wouldn't mind doing me a favor. As an herbalist, I can't say I have any spells to teach you in return.
That's all right. Any information we can learn on local flora is helpful enough.
There he is.
It's her boy Himmel.
A statue of Himmel the hero.
I would clean him myself, but it's too much for one old lady.
Shoulders probably aren't
I'll
strong
find a
enough
place for other
anymore.
villagers to care.
Let's not walk through this. Oh hell no, it's like a fire demon. Is this girl the woman? It's gotta be, right? Yeah.
When the village was attacked
Yeah,
by
'cause
a
her hair, I
vicious
see it.
monster, the brave Mr. Himmel fought with all his might to defend us. Such a hero should be revered, not left to crumble.
It's only fair that he pays for his pride. When the village
Really?
was offered to make a statue of him, he should have humbly declined.
Why?
He spent 18 hours choosing a pose.
18
Without
hours?
debate, and they
Bruh.
settled on something ridiculously ordinary.
There ain't no damn way, bro.
Come to think of it, there was an elven mage in the heroes' party.
That was her right there. You see her.
So, shall we clean him up?
Thank you. There isn't a speck of rust anywhere in sight. I do wish there was a bit more color around here, though. I'll have to plant some flowers.
We could do that.
I suppose I could conjure something.
What are you gonna conjure up?
Blue moon weed flowers would be best.
Can't recall that one. What do they look like?
I don't know. I've never seen them.
Then why
Was
those?
that his favorite?
Because they grow in Himmel's hometown.
So you knew something about him. That's something pretty like personal to know about somebody. No one just talks about flowers in their hometown.
Name in years.
That's crazy.
Long ago, a beautiful lush field of them used to bloom right outside my house.
Look at these little squirrel. Are they squirrels?
So they don't grow here anymore?
It's been several decades now since they were last spotted in these lands.
Fern, let's go.
What is she doing? Is she stealing them?
You're hiding something. I won't be upset.
Oh, she was gonna take them.
Did you? I believe they're seed rats.
We'll take them outside.
Shall our moonweed quest commence?
Thought maybe they belonged to the lady at first. I was like, oh.
Why would I be? She said there was a field of them right here.
Decades ago.
They're well worth looking for. If we're able to find and analyze them,
Looks like a maple.
we can conjure blue moon weed wherever we like.
You're doing this for Himmel's sake?
I believe I'm doing it for my own.
You got all these clovers and these dandelions. I think like over time she's probably started to care about her.
Mistress Frieren, we've scoured these woods for 6 months.
6 months already?
Perhaps it's time we broaden the radius of our quest.
You know, humans only have so much time, right?
You on your own. So, have you found any blue moon weed?
Is our search a lost cause?
The lady wants that blue moon weed.
By the looks of it, she's going to continue this hunt for years.
And then what are you gonna do?
Given her strength as a mage, she has the power to save whole cities of people.
Is that what the issue is?
She shouldn't spend her time looking for something so tiny.
So you think she should go do something more
Listen,
important?
young child.
Is that simply a polite way of saying you think I'm wrong?
Mm,
No, and I don't disagree with you.
you just have a different
But you see,
perspective.
Miss Frieren likely views things differently
Yeah.
than you and me.
Yeah, see. What is this?
Because she's so much more mature than us, I'm sure she'd understand your feelings. If you say how you feel with an open heart, I've no doubt she'll take it well.
It looks like they're able to communicate things.
Kept for their medicinal properties.
Hmm.
Would it be alright if we planted these around Himmel's statue instead?
I mean, that's pretty nice to have something similar.
And I see I've made you worry. The time I spend isn't solely my own anymore. We should go. I promise that I'll end my search soon.
How soon is soon, though?
Mistress, how many years is soon?
Yeah, like legit.
Soon enough.
Please, no. That's not comforting coming.
Bro, I would not be happy to hear that. What is he doing? He's eating the seeds. Did he just take the bag?
Shall we see where it's heading?
Look at his blue little feet. Is that from eating the seeds, or she used a magic spell to track? Homie's feet are glowing.
I've been wanting to ask, why do you collect spells in the first place?
It's just a hobby of mine.
She just wants to know as much as she can. And she's immortal,
It's a
right?
hobby, and a good one. I
Might
used
as well
to
know
live
what you
my
can.
life much more apathetically before finding it.
What is she doing? Oh, she's creating these flowers. That's beautiful. Look at them just dancing in the wind.
Gross.
I hope they show us more of like their adventuring over the 10 years.
But then came a fool who praised me for the magic I acquired. The rest is history.
And now you miss them.
That's a pretty silly reason.
I agree.
Are they gonna figure out where this squirrel took these things? You're lying.
A flower petal. They say seed rats store their food by burying it in safe places away from their enemies. So they often forget where they hide their reserves. Blue moon weed?
A flower grown in my homeland. They're truly beautiful.
He's like, I think you'd like
They
it.
grow pretty heroes, too.
Pretty heroes.
Frieren, I'd like to show you them someday.
Sure, if the chance arises.
And it never did.
Seems the chance arose, at last.
You got to finally see him for yourself.
I can't believe that we actually found them.
Now we can create a spell to conjure blue moon weed.
It's evident how important magic is to you.
Becoming a mage was a challenge, but you never once wanted to give up.
Right.
I could have learned any other skill that allowed me to support myself.
But it's what you chose.
You could have chose something else. See? You always have Hyder there to kind of be there with you for that.
I guess you're right.
I thought I would never see it again.
Himmel's got so many of them around him now.
Thank you for your diligence, Miss Frieren. You've ensured that time will never get the better of the statue again.
My dude looking dripped up.
There.
She gave him a
And
blue
that,
crown too.
touch.
Well, shall we be off?
Yeah, she misses him. Alright, everybody, just give my reaction to episode 1 and 2 of Frieren. Emotional, I would say. You know, a lot of anime. Sometimes when you watch it, it's just like so much going on. Like I would say, like if you like anime where there is nonstop action and there's stuff that's like people like getting murked left and right. So far, this does not seem like this is. So far, this does not seem like this is that kind of anime for that. But if you're looking for something that's like emotionally touching, it's gonna like touch your soul. You're looking for storyline involvement. You're looking for something that seems like it might be trying to teach like lessons of like fundamental like care and life and longevity and probably companionship and friendship, not overlooking things or not taking things for granted. This might be a good possible story to watch. Just a quick rundown of the characters. Himmel seemed like a good guy, seemed like he was kind of arrogant, had a little bit of cockiness to him, but in like a playful way of being like, oh, I'm confident in my abilities, but when it comes to others, I'll be selfless. Except for the whole 18 hours thing. Like, come on, bro, that's pretty crazy. But when you want to get a statue, you want to get it right. You don't want to be like Ronaldo or like or Dwayne Wade, getting your statue, rebuffed. That'd be crazy. And him will seem to be the most important, at least to Frieren and possibly everybody, just as a whole sense so far. At least like probably like the group leader. That's what my guess is. That's my takeaway is. You have Eisen, who was the dwarf, seemed to be pretty quiet, but when it came to doing action like that giant dog beast, he handled him easily, even at the age that they were before. When they had just come back from that 10-year quest, seemed to just kind of be his own nomadic guy, and said with age kind of comes the time where you got to hang it up. You got Hyder, who clearly, he seemed like be a man of the cloth, seemed to drink, seemed to like to, kind of enjoy himself. But as he seemed to get older, it made sense why he kind of would wind down. He started caring for like that little girl, making it seem like it was his daughter, okay, seemed like he had a family at that sense. He asked Frieren if she would teach her some things, and also asked if she would work on that immortality slash, like healing spell or resurrection spell rather. Didn't really seem to exist, at least, for now. And it seemed like just a decoy or just a ploy to have her really train in Fern to make sure that she wouldn't be alone when Hyder would pass away. And that's exactly what happened. Hyder kicked the bucket. He's at his tombstone's there. They're pouring alcohol over it and on the gravesite. Makes sense. And then you have Frieren, this long living, being. Seems that she didn't comprehend possibly, normal life until it came possibly to this group. And, who knows how old she truly is because they seem to not know. And they kind of quoted or kind of hinted at not really knowing her age. But when it came to someone like Himmel, for her to cry over him and her to go get these blue flowers and seek this time out to learn things and not just give up when she had, Fern helping her even. I seemed like he was pretty important to her in that respect or that aspect. Like Fern, for example, is like, I'm kind of tired of looking for these things. Like we have these other flowers that we could use in place of, these flowers that we're looking for. And Frieren was like, no, like I want to find the ones that we were supposed to be finding that are from his hometown. Which is another thing, like Frieren had acted like she didn't learn so much about these people she was with, and maybe she did miss out on certain things. But again, how often do you know, like, the favorite flowers of people that you know from their hometown? Like, I couldn't name flowers that my friends like from their hometown. I truly couldn't. And I've known them for well over a decade. I've known them for multiple decades. So for her, I'll give her that credit, and it seems like maybe she actually has more humanity in her than maybe she even thinks she does, and I feel like she had this little core group of people that, they had that first meteor shower they were at, and they were kinda talking about how much they enjoyed it, that everything they had gone through with each other. They had the great burial for Himmel once he passed away. Hyder was like, "Let me get another look at you, because this might be the last time I see you," before they ended up seeing each other, and it's such just a touching moment because yeah, she's got this everlasting type of life, but it's one of the things I always thought in these type of stories is that you could always be immortal, but then one of the downfalls to living forever is people around you go away, and it seems to be like that's, the one thing she has to face or one downfall that she has to, come across when, living this life is that she might be crazy strong with spells or her abilities and everything, but, her friends are slowly just gonna fade away, so I like the story, I like, the tone that it's at. For everything I've been watching lately that's been so, like, I guess, dark and kind of, like, action-packed and, crazy, the slower tone of that and the emotional tone of that, I think, was actually a good counterbalance to things like Gundam and things that have just been so action-packed, so, yeah, it's your boy Darth Eyes in Black. Please like, share, and subscribe, hit that notification bell above, and we'll see each other soon. Peace. And it's okay to cry watching anime, just remember that.